The first thing the doctor said after examining me was that इनके किडनी काम नहीं कर रही, लिवर काम नहीं कर रहा, लंग्स में 70% पानी है, पैंक्रियाटाइटिस हो रखा है, सब 15% चांस है बचने के, आप कहें तो इलाज करें वरना पैसे की बर्बादी है. I was able to survive in the industry only because my attitude and my mindset had changed. I always thought that it's not manly to talk about what I'm going through or crying about it. I used to feel ashamed. There were occasions when I couldn't hold myself and I cried. Sound philosophical, but we have to start finding happiness around us. That's one way, the first step towards not getting into addiction at all.
Welcome to Seeds of Soul. Today we are thrilled to welcome Vijay Vikram Singh, a multifaceted individual whose journey encompasses the realms of acting, narration, voiceover artistry and inspiring TED Talks. You might recognize his distinct voice as the guiding force behind Big Boss. But his journey today is not just about acting. We are going to discuss a more profound topic than that. It is about his journey of struggling with alcohol and the road to recovery thereafter. We profoundly thank Vijay to take our time today to come on Seeds of Soul and discuss his journey to recovery, how this recovery journey has had a profound impact on his life.
विजय विक्रम सिंह को आदेश दिया गया कि वो सीन्स ऑफ सोल में अपने थॉट शेयर करें.
Double trouble in the house, double trouble, big boss.
मिला सफर तो हम सफर मिला मगर थे दोनों एक से कहाँ के घर था एक लोग दो तो बातें चार हो गई के प्यार की कहा सुनी में मार धार हो गई.
Thank you so much, Vijay. Thank you for taking time to come on Seeds of Soul.
Thank you so much for inviting and thank you so much for adjusting my dates and then my time. The schedule sometimes is such that last minute things come up and
True.
I have to reschedule. I give dates, I block dates and then suddenly I have to cancel because, things just happen.
Oh, don't worry about that. It always helps that we are in the same city at least.
Yes, it always helps. But thank you so much and really excited to speak to you.
Thank you. So, we spoke about your journey from addiction to recovery.
Ji.
I would like to kind of, talk about your journey as an actor and how, how alcohol addiction maybe had an impact on you, and what was your inspiration to take charge of your life and work towards a healthier lifestyle?
Too many questions. I'll approach one by one.
Yeah.
So addiction happened very early in my life. At the very young age of 19, I started drinking and by 21 I was addicted without knowing that I am addicted. And one of the reasons of that addiction was inability to handle a certain kind of failure in my life and getting depressed and then finding solution to that depression in alcohol. At that point of time in my life, I was not inclined towards a creative career. This creative career happened much later in my life. So from the age of 19 until the age of 26, when I was struggling to handle failure and struggling with alcoholism, creative career was nowhere even in the horizon, even in the thought process. I was striving to be an army officer and I was rejected once and then twice and 3, 4, 7, finally 8 times I got rejected. And every rejection broke me and every rejection pushed me closer to alcohol, made the alcoholism worse, made me question my abilities. And that questioning the ability led to a lot of, spiraling things. The transformation happened again accidentally. God had his own designs. Like जॉन एलिया साहब का एक शेर है, वो कहते हैं कि कौन सीखा है सिर्फ बातों से, सबको एक हादसा जरूरी है.
Very well said.
तो मुझे भी पता था कि अल्कोहल खराब है, शराब बहुत ज़्यादा पीना सेहत के लिए ठीक नहीं है, नेगेटिविटी का इलाज शराब में ढूंढना ठीक नहीं है, इससे मेरी सेहत पर असर पड़ रहा है, इन सब चीज़ों की जानकारी थी मुझे, बावजूद इसके मैं नहीं छोड़ पा रहा था। तो एक पॉइंट आता है जब कोई रास्ता नहीं बचता है शायद ऊपर वाले के पास, सिवाय इसके कि आपको एक मुश्किल में डाल दे। तो वो मुश्किल मेरी ज़िंदगी में, इट केम एट द एज ऑफ 26 in my life, and my pancreas burst because of excessive drinking, and because of that multiple complications started happening, and I was on the verge of actually dying. I was given a 15% chances of survival. I went through 5 dialysis. The kidney had stopped functioning, the liver had stopped functioning. Just imagine the state of mind of my parents, of my loved ones, even the doctors, every day coming and telling me that the creatinine levels have again gone up. फिर से एक बार कल dialysis करते हैं. But again, as I say, I'm the God's own child, because after 5 or 6 dialysis, suddenly doctor comes one day and says, "Oh, creatinine तो नीचे आ रहा है, ये कैसे हो गया?"
Yeah.
And then it continuously kept coming down for the next 5 days.
Yeah.
And in fact, within 7 days, it had come to a normal range of 1.5, from an 8.5, which is disastrous, to a 1.5, which is well within, like
The
just the
normal
borderline,
range.
a normal range. And liver also started functioning. My lung infection started coming down, and that lung infection had led to pneumonia, which made me die almost. So I've seen death like
Really up close.
I am. My parents are there on both sides. My brother is there, and I'm telling them, अब खत्म, अब नहीं बच पाऊंगा शायद. और आपने वो सुना होगा, मौत तो एक कविता है, मुझसे एक कविता का वादा है, मिलेगी मुझको. डूबती नब्ज में जब दर्द को नींद आने लगे, जर्द सा चेहरा लिए चांद उफक तक पहुंचे. दिन अभी पानी में हो, रात किनारे के करीब, न अंधेरा न उजाला, न आधी रात न दिन हो. जिस्म जब जुदा हो और रूह को सांस आए, मुझसे एक कविता का वादा है, मिलेगी मुझको. मौत का इतना खूबसूरत डिस्क्रिप्शन. और ये मैं बहुत, मतलब आई वाज आई थिंक 16 व्हेन आई हर्ड दिस इन आनंद, एंड आई हर्ड इट सो मच दैट इट बिकेम अ पार्ट ऑफ मी, एंड आई यूज्ड टू लव इट. बट यकीन मानिए, जब मौत सामने आई ना, तो वो गुलजार साहब की लिखी लाइनों से कहीं ज्यादा भयावह थी. इट वॉज टेरिफाइंग, एंड इट वॉज द वर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ माई लाइफ, एंड इट वॉज सो टेरिफाइंग that I had no control on my bowel movements. So I was shitting and peeing at the same time without any control for 2.5 minutes, because I could sense that it's getting over now. And I think I struggled for 11-12 minutes, and then suddenly dheere, and I could see the doctor also saying that now I'm helpless, because one day prior they had suggested that I should be taken to ventilator. On a ventilator, I should be put on a ventilator. And my friend is a doctor, so they advised against it. They said ventilator पे जाओगे तो फिर वहाँ से आना मुश्किल होता है, मम्मी पापा उन्होंने बोला. So they said let it be for few more days. So the doctor is standing there saying, आप तो सुने ही नहीं, आप क्या कर सकते हैं, अब तो खत्म है जो है. So if I have to choose one moment of reckoning, that was the moment when I came back. The next day I was laughing about it. Of course, it was very painful, and then I think after 10-15 minutes struggle, I could breathe normally. The infection came down. They put some injections and all, some what do you call them? Steroids.
Okay.
Steroids. Few steroids and all. And then they started the cleanup job. So what happened was, so I was given a CVP here. CVP is basically a cut that they make here, so that the medicines can be pumped straight
They
in the
can be
heart.
intravenously
Yes,
injected.
straight in the heart, pumped
Yeah.
straight in the heart. That, because of the struggle, that CVP came off. So there was blood all around. And there was fecus. The entire bed. And I was so exhausted. I said, मुझे ऐसे ही पड़े रहने दो, मैं नहीं मुझे कुछ नहीं कराओ. But they changed, and that was the first time I was so exhausted that I finally slept. In 20 days, that was the first time I slept. Anyway, that experience and the relief of coming out of it. I think on the 26th day, I was made to walk, and I saw sunlight for the first time. That was a defining moment where I said, oh my God, what was I doing to myself? Why was I drinking so much? It's all right if I wasn't able to. कहते हैं ना, some things are meant not to be, और उसकी समझ होना भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. कि ठीक है कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो नहीं हो सकती, नहीं हो रही हैं तो कोई बात नहीं, उसके लिए माथा फोड़ के कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है. So that realization came on that day. Because of that stupidity, I have made myself suffer, my parents suffer. I mean, it's not as if the world had ended. I was doing my MBA, I had got a campus placement. So all of that was happening.
There were other avenues that were opening up.
Opening. एक दरवाजा बंद होता है तो बाकी
Correct.
खुलते हैं, लेकिन वो खुलते उनको देखने के लिए नजरिया और नजर होनी चाहिए. मेरा नजरिया और नजर दोनों बंद हो गए थे. वो उस सनलाइट ने उसको खोल दिया. So that was that moment which I so distinctively remember even till date. That yes, that was the new. And it's not as if फिल्मी तरीके से अगले दिन से लाइफ बदल गई. अगले दिन से लाइफ बदली यहाँ पे. My
क्योंकि
thoughts-
आपका नजरिया खुल गया.
my thoughts changed.
Yeah.
And I was happy after that. And when you become happy, when you become positive, you start seeing. And later in the interview, I'll tell you how that change in thought process helped me eventually choose a career which I am into right now. But yeah, so that was that one moment.
I mean, if you described it so beautifully, it was nothing short of poetry for me. You know, as a parent, as a, you know, as someone who has a family, obviously. So I could feel the pain of your loved ones.
So since you spoke about parents and pain and sufferings of the loved ones, I'll tell you a wonderful incident that stayed with me. When I was taken to the hospital after this incident, so what happened was that one fine day I had severe pain in my stomach. It was so severe that I could not stand. So my posture was like this. I had to be constantly like this because I could not, neither could I stand nor could I lie down. I was in Satna at that point in time. Satna is a small town in Madhya Pradesh. They diagnosed it as pancreatitis, but they could do nothing about it. And anyway, pancreatitis mein there is no ilaj. They have to put you on life support and hope that things fall in place after that. So they kept me for 2 days and then they referred me to Sanjay Gandhi PGI. There's a huge medical facility called P. Sanjay Gandhi PGI. One is in Lucknow and one is in Chandigarh. So my parents took me there. And the first thing the doctor said after examining me was that इनके किडनी काम नहीं कर रही, लिवर काम नहीं कर रहा, लंग्स में 70% पानी है, पैंक्रेटाइटिस हो रखा है, सब 15% चांस है बचने के, आप कहें तो इलाज करें वरना पैसे की बर्बादी है. Now why the doctor said so was because we were actually under a lot of financial stress. 2000 रुपये भी नहीं होते थे घर में. तो ऐसी चीज जब डॉक्टर ने मम्मी से कही तो मम्मी ने उसके जवाब में सिर्फ एक बात कही कि आप अपना काम करिए, हम अपना काम करिए. आई सेड ये कैसे कोई इंसान जिसका बेटा शराबी है उसको कहाँ उम्मीद दिखाई दे रही है कि वो कह रही है कि तुम वो सब छोड़ दो, जस्ट
तुम अपने कर्म
डू
पर
अहेड,
focus करो.
डू व्हाट यू आर गुड एट डूइंग. पैसे का अरेंजमेंट हमें करना है, हम देख लेंगे. और एक और बात, अब इतना बड़ा हादसा आपने अपनी जिंदगी में ले आया, इतना खर्चा हो गया, सब कुछ हुआ, इतना पेरेंट्स को तकलीफ से गुजरना
पहुंची है,
पड़ा,
हाँ.
न तब न आज उस इंसिडेंट को 19 साल हो गए. एक बार भी उनमें दोनों में से कभी किसी ने पलट के ये नहीं कहा कि अगर ना पीते तो शायद थोड़ा सा तकलीफ कम होती. नेवर. In fact, my father is dead against me talking about that incident anywhere. I said, क्यों बात करते हो? I said, नहीं पापा, अगर उस चीज से किसी का भला हो सकता है तो क्यों नहीं. So that is the beauty of parents basically.
Yes.
And I am blessed कि न तो उन्होंने तब उसको बर्डन समझा न उसके बाद. तो yeah, I was blessed to have loved ones around me who made sure that they brought me back.
That they brought you back.
They didn't give up on me, I think.
Yes. So never giving up is the I think the motto or the strength of your life, right? It's something the
Yes.
motto that you live by.
Yes, but at the same time, I'll also advise people to stay objective about it. Yes, don't give up. पर कभी कभी ना some things are meant not to be. उसका भी ख्याल रखना जरूरी है कि शायद मुझे जिद है, मैं बहुत I'll not
Passionate
give
हूँ.
it. Very passionate about it.
Yeah.
But then also there are times when you need to take a step back,
And you need to take the larger picture into
look at the larger picture कि शायद मैं यही मेहनत कहीं और करूँगा. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू पैशनेट अबाउट म्यूजिक, you might not be a very good singer, right? Even if you try, you can reach only this far, right?
Yeah.
But your passion for music can be utilized in so many different ways.
True.
Like Harsha Bhogle utilized his passion for cricket in such a beautiful way. That is one of the top broadcasters in the country.
In the country. Yeah.
So yeah, हैं ये सब चीजें.
So you need to kind of, like for example, just going back to your journey only, you said that you wanted at any cost to become, to get into army. And you gave it at all. You attempted 8 times and
Yeah.
you could not get through, and whatever it is, it was the lowest point in your life,
Yeah.
right? And maybe the hospital trip and the hospitalization that made you realize. From then on, what was your journey into the artist world?
Artist
Was
world.
that like?
Oh, that was amazing.
I mean, that is because that is a 180-degree shift, right?
Yeah. Those are different worlds.
Correct.
And I was not even aware of this world.
Yeah.
So in 2005, this incident happened, the hospitalization. I came out, and I was fortunate that immediately after that, within 6 months, I got placed in a semi-government company, in a public sector undertaking, under the Ministry of Steel. I started, they were into import financing. So I was importing raw materials for the steel industry.
Okay.
Koila. There's something called coke,
Yeah.
right? Then you also manufacture steel with scrap. एक shipment हमारा 40 करोड़ 50 करोड़ का होता था.
Correct.
So I was into that, and I was transferred to Bombay in that role. And when I came to Bombay, I got a flat in Pali Hill. Now that has a significance why I am telling you this. A 2-bedroom hall kitchen in Pali Hill. The address was 10 Pali Hill.
Wow.
So when people ask me where do you stay, I used to say 10 Pali Hill. My neighbors were Sanjay Dutt and Dilip Saab. तब दिलीप साहब का बंगलो था जो अब रीडेवलपमेंट में चला गया है, तो वो मेरे सामने था ऐसे, एंड डाउन द स्ट्रीट वाज इंपीरियल हाइट. मतलब कानपुर शहर इंसान के लिए
To have such illustrious neighbors. Yes.
साइकिल चला के थोड़ा दूर जाओ तो ये इनका, मैं नाम भूल गया हूँ, ऋषि साहब का बंगलो था.
अच्छा.
उनके बंगलो का एक नाम, आई थिंक इट्स ऑन हिज मदर्स नेम, सो वो हुआ करता था. देव साहब का बंगलो. मैंने कहा यार अराइव्ड, अब तो आ गए.
Correct.
तो उस फ्लैट में, क्योंकि वो पाली हिल में था, आफ्टर पार्टीज बहुत होती थी. मेरे जितने बॉम्बे के फ्रेंड्स थे, वो उनको पता था वो विजय का फ्लैट है, चलो वहाँ पार्टी करेंगे. और विजय पीता नहीं, सो आई हैड क्विट ड्रिंकिंग देन. तो ये छोड़ भी देगा घर पे, और अगर कुछ हो गया तो वहाँ सो भी सकते हैं, इतना बड़ा फ्लैट है.
So you were the designated driver.
I was a designated driver and the after party place. My
Yes.
flat was after party. उसी one of these after parties, a friend's girlfriend came and we were talking and she said, "You have a good voice." I said, "नहीं, मैं गाना नहीं गा पाता हूँ." नहीं, voice, good voice can mean this also. I said, अच्छा. Again, destiny. I didn't understand, didn't pay any attention to it. Next day she said, चलो मैं तुम्हें studio ले चलती हूँ. She took me to a studio to make me experience what happens in the studio, and she made me record my voice. And the day I recorded my voice, I realized, no, this is my calling. And that was the eureka moment. Trust me, that was the moment I said, no, this is what I want to do in life.
Yeah. It's funny how universe conspires to bring you to
Exactly.
exactly what you
Exactly.
what and where you
I
need to
had
be.
no clue about that, this career, this art form. And suddenly I get introduced and I get the shock of my life. I said, no, this is what I want to do in life. And I'm listening to their conversation also.
Yeah.
In that voice booth, बटन एक ऑन रह गया, मेरे कान में उनकी भी आवाजें आ रही हैं. The girl says that, how does it sound? He said, यार आवाज तो अच्छी है पर किसको पकड़ लाई हो, तो बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, ऐसे तो बहुत आते हैं. Now the mindset, change of mindset.
Correct.
What did I hear? I said, ये कह रहा है आवाज अच्छी है.
बाकी सब रिफरेफ है.
नहीं सुनाई दिया मुझे. मैंने कहा इसने कहा आवाज अच्छी है, मेहनत तो मैं कर लूंगा. I said बस अब मुझे ये करना है. I want to try this at least. Why I narrate this incident also is because I want people to know that you get these moments in life. You just have to explore and act on these brain waves, on these realizations. That is very important. That can lead to such fantastic discoveries that that we might not have even thought of. I never thought that I'll be a voice artist.
Correct.
I never thought that I'll be associated with a show that is watched at so many places and loved by so many people.
Yes, true.
I never realized that because of that show, eventually I'll start acting in web series and films.
Correct.
I never realized that because of that one talent that I have, I'll get to be a part of one show which will be so famous that whichever film or OTT set I go on, my icebreaker is the biggest actors coming and talking to me. अरे मैंने सुना तुम you give voice on that show, एक बार बोल के बताओ.
Yeah,
Just imagine.
true.
So life can take you to places you have never thought of, but that one thing that you have to keep doing is keep exploring.
True.
What happens is that in our struggles of life, this is one thing that we stop doing. नहीं यार मैं बहुत बिजी हूँ, मैं कैसे, मैं अपने कामों में इतना बिजी हूँ, मैं कैसे इस चीज़ को परस्यू कर सकता हूँ,
That's true.
मैं इतना बिजी हूँ, मैं इस आइडिया पे कैसे काम कर सकता हूँ.
True.
And that is where so many beautiful journeys, end before even starting.
Before even starting.
So you have to keep exploring. I did that. And I ventured into a journey which feels like a dream even till date.
Yeah.
I might not be the most popular actor or voice person on this planet, but
But you're creatively satisfied.
I am creatively satisfied.
Yeah.
That is success for me. So whichever way you want to assess anyone's success, I am successful. If you want to assess success in materialistic terms, I have decent materialistic assets. If you want to assess success in terms of the satisfaction I derive out of my work,
Yeah.
oh my God, I am the most successful person on this planet.
Correct.
It's not, my work never stresses me. In fact, my work is my de-stressor.
Yeah.
If I'm stressed about, say, finances, because a lot of payments is haywire. People take forever to pay. So there are times when you are struggling, oh my God, where do I fill this gap from?
Yeah.
But the moment I enter into the recording studio, everything is gone. The moment I am in front of the camera, everything is gone.
Wow.
The moment I am on stage talking to people, especially students, everything is gone. So, बाकी तो सब ठीक है.
So from, you are in a very competitive field today,
Yes.
which is, of course, as you said, that it is creatively very satisfying, but at the same time, it is also cutthroat in its competition. So I'm sure since then, you have faced rejections also, must have, right? So what is your attitude since, after stepping into the industry and with your newfound perspective, how has your attitude evolved or changed?
Attitude evolved and changed, because of which I was able to survive in the industry. I was able to survive in the industry only because my attitude and my mindset had changed. I had realized through those harrowing times that failure is your biggest companion. In this journey of life, success are milestones, sometimes too few and far between. Failure is a constant companion. It keeps happening to you, and it's your perspective to failure that will make or break you. So, for example,
Yeah.
if I keep auditioning for a lot of projects. The only way for us to get work is through auditions. So, for example, they audition me for a dubbing project, and they audition me for a particular character. Now, if that character is a lean bodied character, not very strong personality, then probably my voice will not go with that character.
Correct.
Now, if I don't get selected for that project, doesn't mean that I'm not a good artist. Just
Correct.
means that I could not modulate enough, and my voice type doesn't suit that character. Secondly, if I'm auditioning for a film project or an OTT project, if the character has certain requirements on camera, if I don't fulfill those requirements, it's nothing to do with my ability.
Absolutely.
So I always look at failures or rejection with this lens on. I know that if I have not been selected for a particular project, it has nothing to do with my ability. If I have come this far, then I am able enough to survive and get good projects.
True.
It's just that I don't fit that bill. It's not easy to think like that.
Yes, it requires a huge paradigm shift in perspective.
In the thought process.
Right. So, speaking of addiction earlier, I would like to touch upon a topic which is not often spoken about in our society. It is about depression, especially amongst men, because, as societal stereotypes would have it, that men should not talk about failures, men should not talk about their low points, and it's so ingrained into our society that we don't encourage men to speak up. So I think that is one of the reasons of this widespread depression, which is a crisis situation in our society. So what are your thoughts on that subject?
The core of my problem was the fact that we were conditioned, and nothing to do with my parents or anyone. It was just that at that point of time, the society,
It's a societal expectation.
It's a societal expectation that men don't cry. You can't be vulnerable. You cannot show your vulnerability. So रोना भी है तो
Yeah.
ठीक है, पीछे जा मुंह घुमा के, या रोना भी है तो उसको कंट्रोल कर लेना है. That is the root cause of so many problems around us, even now. Despite the fact that what happened to me was 25 years back, it started 25 years back. And 25 years back, the evolution of the society was not such, where depression and negative thoughts and vulnerability was accepted. It
Correct.
wasn't.
Correct.
We were always...
You were just told to deal with it.
No, we were told to be man.
Yeah.
To be man enough
Yeah.
to handle it.
लड़के थोड़ी रोते हैं.
लड़के थोड़ी रोते हैं. And unfortunately, my parents never told me that. See, I'm talking about someone, a lady who just could pass a 3rd grade and a man who just passed his 9th grade.
Correct.
These were my parents.
Yeah.
So education has nothing to do with maturity. My parents never told me not to cry. My parents always gave me the freedom to be. पढ़ लो थोड़ा सा. Because of course, I came from a very, very lower middle class family. We were struggling a lot. So hence they always emphasized the importance of education, and they made sure, despite their struggles, that we went to the best of the schools. So yes, they wanted us to study, but around that, I was always allowed to do whatever I wanted to do. Whether it's being fascinated by Ghalib at the age of 14, 15.
Yeah.
Being fascinated by Dr. Harivansh Rai Bachchan at the age of 12, 13. They never questioned me. Despite all of that, because of my conditioning, peer pressure and
The society
expectations, I always thought that it's not manly to talk about the
feelings and emotions.
what I'm going through,
Yeah.
or crying about it. I used to feel ashamed. There were occasions when I couldn't hold myself and I cried. It is the worst thing to do. So if you're struggling with your emotions, if you're going through a negative phase, dark phase in your life, be man enough to talk about it. Be man enough to go and speak about it with a professional.
Yeah.
Again, there's a taboo around speaking to a professional about mental health. पागल थोड़ी हम जो psychiatrist के पास जाएंगे. That thought also has to change. That notion also has to change. Psychiatrists or counselors are not meant for only people who are, going through a mental trauma or challenge.
Correct.
It is for everyone.
Yeah.
Because the perspective that they give you about your emotion, nobody else can give you. It's a professional opinion. They are trained to do that. So if you're going through a low phase in your life, go to a counselor. If you're going through a low phase in your life, or if you have too many negative things building up in your mind, talk about it with your parents, partner, friends, anyone. That's one. talk about it with anyone who you feel comfortable talking to. So don't hide those emotions. That's one part. And secondly, I also feel that somewhere we're losing connection. We are on social networking sites
Yeah,
a lot,
correct.
but we are forgetting the beauty of networking.
It is ironically called social network,
Yeah.
but it is actually, bringing in a lot of isolation, I would say.
It is.
And that brings me to my next topic, is that addiction does not just exist in alcohol or substance abuse. We are finding addiction in small children also, and that I'm talking about is the screen addiction. And as being a fellow parent, so I would want to hear about how do you tackle this addiction on the home front and as a parent.
So, how I tackled addiction, let me start with how I tackled addiction when I was addicted. So, let me be honest, I failed to tackle my addiction. One of the reasons is, again, lack of awareness. Addiction, any abuse starts with, I think, escapism.
Yes.
You're trying to escape something.
You're trying to escape a hard day, you're trying to escape some difficult situation that you don't want to talk about. It all starts with escapism. Yes. Very well put.
So, somewhere I think we have to start creating awareness that it's not the fun you're deriving out of watching reels. It's also somewhere to do with the fact that you are trying to escape a life that you're leading and you're not happy with.
Correct.
So it might sound philosophical, but we have to start finding happiness around us. That's one way, the first step towards not getting into addiction
Yeah.
at all. Then if you, like, we are all to some extent addicted to our phones. To our
Absolutely.
screens, right?
Our entire life is
Life
in that phone,
revolves
yes.
We have to find ways and means to make sure that that we are aware about it,
Correct.
that we are getting addicted to it.
विजय विक्रम सिंह को आदेश दिया गया कि वो सीन्स ऑफ सोल में शेयर करें.
Thank you so much, Vijay. It was a true pleasure to have you.
Double trouble, big boss.
मिला सफर तो हम सफर मिला मगर थे दोनों